What is up, YouTube? This is Rob from RP Model Railroads. I've got yet another unboxing video to share with you all. More awesome Ephrata Valley Railroad custom train shells, freight car shells, or accessories from my good friend Aaron. So, let's open up the box and see what's inside. Alright, and here we go with the first thing. An Ephrata Valley Public Works dump truck. Take a look at this. This dump truck is actually an AHM accessory. I got it at a train show in a box of other AHM accessories with vehicles and signs and stuff like that in HO scale. And this dump truck was actually painted up in I believe it was red, and the dump truck bed was silver. But anyway, it was an AHM truck that I sent to Aaron, and he redid it for the Ephrata Public Works Department, EPW number 2, as you can see there on the cab part of the truck. And this truck turned out amazing. And it even has a PA tag there, represented on the front of the truck. And yeah, the overall truck turned out awesome. Okay, and here we go with another Ephrata Valley Railroad caboose. This is number 31. It is a lifelike cupola caboose. Check this out. So it's got the EV black diamond in the middle there, and a bright safety yellow stripe down the side, and some safety yellow details on the little step ladders and railings on the sides of the caboose. Here's the other side of the caboose. There it is, number 31, and the roof. That caboose looks really awesome. And here we are with another cool Ephrata Public Works truck. This is a Hot Wheels Oshkosh snowplow truck here that got repainted for the Ephrata Valley Railroad. I think it was already orange. It was actually in my collection for many years from when I was younger, and I sent it to Aaron, and he redid some of the orange on this truck, and he also added the little Ephrata Public Works logo to the door of the Oshkosh, and also added some small lettering to the take that off. Also added some small lettering there to the front, EPW snowplow number 3. And you can also see some black details on the grill of the truck, and for the little beacon light up top and stuff. Just little details here and there that makes this Hot Wheels truck stand out a little bit better. Obviously, it might be a little bit bigger than HO scale, but honestly, these Oshkosh snowplows were pretty massive trucks. And here is the snowplow here that attaches to the front. So the Hot Wheels model is not that far off from HO scale, and it'll fit right in on the Ephrata Valley Railroad. Yeah, this looks great. Alright, and continuing on. Alrighty, so we have yet another completed vehicle for the Ephrata Valley Railroad. Here is the RWP Lumber Company lumber truck. This truck looks amazing. I saw pictures of it when Aaron finished constructing it and then painting it up and detailing it, and it looked really awesome, but here it is in person. So it's a Mac R style logging truck. It's got a bunch of twigs there in the back that look just like large logs that have been cut down in the forest. And you can see up close on the door the RWP logo there for RWP Lumber Company. And here is the front end of the truck. Here is the other side. And looking all the way down. This truck is epic. This is one epic logging truck. In fact, this was I want to say it's a Magnuson Models truck, but it was not a Magnuson Models. I'll put the exact name in this video. But anyway, this truck was completely in the kit, and Aaron built it and painted it and everything else, and added all the twigs on the back end to look like a logging truck, and he did a marvelous job. This truck looks great. I can't wait to find a place for this on the Ephrata Valley Railroad. Wow, that looks awesome. Okay, here we are with another train car. This is the Pennzo Tanker Car. Check this out. So this is actually a Tyco tanker shell that was spray painted, and unfortunately in the process of being spray painted it got wrecked. So Aaron redid it, and you can't even tell that this thing was ruined in a spray paint job for the Pennzo Gas Station. So here's a Pennzo Gas Station or Pennzo Gas Tanker Car. Check out the little blue and yellow stripes going down the railings on the side of the tanker car, the Pennzo Keystone logo there, and of course the Pennzo lettering on the side. And then here is the opposite side of the tanker car. This tanker car looks awesome. I really love, besides the Penzo Keystone logo and the fact that now Penzo will have its own tanker car for the Ephrata Valley Railroad, also the blue and yellow stripes down the side look really, really awesome. Alright. And here we are with two more vehicles, starting with the first one. Here is a Penzo Tanker Truck. So it's not the exact same color blue as the Pennzo gas station is, but it'll do. It'll fit right in. An old 50s style Ford lifelike tanker truck that was spray painted and redone for Penzo. Check out all the up close details. You can see the Penzo Keystone logo on the door there, some small writing down the side of the tanker, and Penzo up here on the actual tank part. Here's the back end of the tanker truck with a little imitation old Pennsylvania state tag there. Here's the opposite side with, again, the same lettering details and a little fire extinguisher detail. There's the roof and the front end of the truck. The tanker truck looks amazing. The detail is great and it'll fit right in on the Ephrata Valley Railroad layout somewhere in the town of Ephrata. And we've got another vehicle here, yet another 50s style Ford truck made by Lifelike ECM for the Ephrata coal mine. This thing looks great. So much like the previous Ephrata coal mine Mac R style truck, this little 50 style truck has the black and white stripes here on the bumper and a old Pennsylvania tag there and some details on the headlights and stuff. Here's the opposite side of the dump truck and the back end. A simple project, but the little details make it stand out, and it's going to look great right next to the Ephrata coal mine on the layout. Alright, and here we are with another freight car. So here is the Spartan Tire Company 50-foot boxcar. This boxcar looks amazing, not just because of the blue over black scheme, but also the Spartan Tire logo here that Aaron made, that he painted up on the side of the boxcar. This looks fantastic. And then here's this side, and here's the opposite side. The Spartan Tire logo looks fantastic with the black tire and the blue Spartan plume on the back. That looks great. STX 8047, Spartan Tire Company. This is a Tyco 50-foot boxcar, by the way, that was actually custom painted before, and then it was redone by Aaron. I tried to redo it, but it didn't turn out so well, and then he came up with the idea to do it for the Spartan Tire Company with this unique blue over black scheme, the same Spartan blue that's seen on the Spartan Tire Company sign. So yeah, that turned out amazing. All right. Here we are with another freight car. Ephrata Valley Iron Mine, little hopper here. So a pretty simple design, similar to an old Ephrata Valley quad hopper that was done up for the iron mine idea, hauling iron on the Ephrata Valley Railroad. Same thing here. So we've got an orange design, orange trucks, which just look really awesome, and white details on the ladders going up the side of the small hopper. And then here's the other side. One thing I plan on doing is doing a load for this thing, using some iron ore pellets made by Lifelike actually, and I'll be gluing that into the hopper, and that'll just complete the look overall. But yeah, this little ore car looks fantastic. Alright, and here is another locomotive for the Ephrata Valley Railroad, a new diesel. Check out the Ephrata Valley's SW, I believe it's a 1500 diesel locomotive. This is a dummy Athearn switcher here. I might eventually find a powered chassis for it to get it to run around the layout, but for right now it's a dummy. Check out the details. So there's the white face, and of course the safety yellow details on the handrails and grab irons, and it is number 100. This is actually an SW1000, I believe. And then you can also see Ephrata Valley spelled out on the side, white stripes going down the bottom there of the diesel. And then here is the front end, number 100. You can see the white face once again, EV lettering right there, and the bell up top, and black exhaust stacks. This SW diesel looks awesome, and again, right now it is on a dummy chassis, but in the future I would like to find a powered chassis to get number 100 into a powered locomotive to run around the Ephrata Valley Railroad. This thing looks great. Alright, let's see, what do we have here? Alright, check this out. So here is another lifelike GP38-2 done up for the Ephrata Valley Railroad. This is number 1500, and it's actually done up in a similar scheme to the latest GP38-2. In fact, the GP38-2 is one of our favorite models to redo, just because of how common the lifelike Jeeps are, and they just look awesome done up in Ephrata Valley Railroad, in the Ephrata Valley Heritage Red scheme. So there's the front end of the diesel there, with crisp lines, the white face, etc. Here is the opposite side with the little white stripes going down the side, the safety yellow topped handrails, black EV diamond, typical second generation Ephrata Valley diesel, number 1500 here. And there's the back end. And of course we can't forget about the silver details on top. This GP38-2 shell looks great, and it perfectly matches the previous GP38-2, one of the latest models that Aaron painted in a previous unboxing. So there will be an engine and dummy pair that are identical to each other on the Ephrata Valley Railroad. Okay. And yet another new Ephrata Valley Railroad locomotive shell. Check this out. So this is actually not a very common HO scale locomotive. It's an AHM Alco C14 center cab diesel locomotive. I would not have found one of these or wanted to repaint one of these had it not been for finding this particular one on eBay. Aaron directed my attention to it. That was already undecorated, which is hard to find. I believe somebody maybe wanted to customize it in the past and never finished it, and so it was undecorated. So perfect locomotive to redo for the Ephrata Valley Railroad. So check out the details. There's the white face with, once again, yellow details and the black EV letters there. Here's the opposite side. The roof with the orange beacon light and other added details. And here is the opposite end. So yeah, this center cab Alco C14 is an amazing little locomotive. And like I said, they're not exactly the most common AHM models out there, but considering that this one was already undecorated, it was perfect for the Ephrata Valley Railroad. And number 415 looks awesome. Excellent work. Alright, and here's another locomotive shell that I'm very excited about. So I came up with this idea for a bi-directional GP38-2 because I had several old lifelike GP38 shells that had broken rear step ladders and just were overall in bad shape. So I stripped the paint off of them a little while ago and got the crazy idea to create a double-ended GP38-2. And I used some regular wire snippers and then also my Dremel with a rock wheel to sand down the shells. I super glued them together, which took a few hours of work, and then I spray painted the shells, sent it to Aaron, and here is the GP2-38, a double cab GP38 that the Ephrata Valley Railroad made in-house in Legend. This was made by RP Works, the locomotive works on the Ephrata Valley Railroad. A completely fictitious locomotive design based upon double-ended locomotives that can be seen in foreign countries like in the UK and stuff like that. So the Ephrata Valley Railroad came up with this locomotive on their own. And I should mention that the handrails were also in a very bad state, so I took them and had to basically kit bash lifelike GP38 handrails from parts of other lifelike GP38 handrails. And I think it turned out quite well, especially after Aaron added all the paint details to this shell. Wow, this thing looks great. So this is the GP2-38, the official first double cab GP38 that I know of. And it's a crazy idea. Of course, it's a completely fictitious locomotive, but perfect for the Ephrata Valley Railroad. This thing looks amazing. I'm really, really impressed with just how well it turned out. Wow. And here is the Ephrata Valley Doodlebug, another unplanned, unexpected addition to the Ephrata Valley Railroad roster. So, when I went to a train show not that long ago, I stumbled across a cheap, unfinished Doodlebug kit that was undecorated, and as soon as I saw it, I knew that it would be perfect for the Ephrata Valley Railroad. So I got it, spray painted it Heritage Red, and then sent it to Aaron for the rest of the details. And check it out, this thing looks amazing. So besides the white striped front end up here, we have the 94 logo, the black EV diamond, Doodlebug written in black Sharpie here, below the baggage doors. Here's the front end of the Doodlebug, which looks amazing. We have a yellow cow catcher here, some other yellow details, another headlight in this smaller set of headlights here. Of course, EV number 94, horns which face downward. That was actually a feature of the kit that Aaron and I both really liked. The bell, which Aaron added brass details to. I'm sorry, not brass, but like goldish coloring to the bell, which looks nice. And here's the opposite side of the Doodlebug. Once again, an amazing looking model, needless to say. And of course, once again, we see the yellow stripe on the front end, of course, on both sides of the Doodlebug, the black EV diamond, silver details around the window frames, and the back end. So yeah, this Doodlebug is amazing, and it is a powered unit because the kit that I bought was for a powered Doodlebug, of course, and it was undecorated. So now it is done up for the Ephrata Valley Railroad. This is the Ephrata Valley Railroad's first and only Doodlebug. And I think we are at the end of the box here with one final new addition to the Ephrata Valley Railroad. Alright, check this out, everybody. So here is the new Ephrata Valley Railroad school building. So you might remember from a previous unboxing, or several unboxings ago, that Aaron actually built a lifelike school building and detailed it for the Ephrata Valley town of Ephrata. Unfortunately, it did not really fit in the town of Ephrata over time because of how large the building was. So he stumbled across the fact that apparently Aurora had made some HO scale school buildings from the same molding, I should say, yeah, the same molding, same design as the Tyco lighted factory kit. So Aaron found a cheapo Tyco lighted factory kit on eBay and pulled it off of its base and then painted it up for the Ephrata Valley school. For an Ephrata Valley school, and it turned out awesome. So you can check out the little details here. We see this aqua green color on the work around the doors. We also see it right there. The entire building is painted in a nice dark red brick color, which looks awesome, as well as the pieces of the roof, the chimneys up here, and also the other pieces of the roof that are painted black, which is a nice contrast. Here we are again with the aqua green, aqua blue, whatever you want to call it there on the side of the building. Of course, we have more doors. And then, besides EV ISD 175 up there for the name of the number of the school, we also have some little details that Aaron added, which really make this into even more of a school building. You can see a globe down here. We also see 1 + 1 = 2, like a chalkboard, which looks really nice. We also have some artworks up here displayed in the window of another classroom, and down here we see either a teacher or a student looking up at another piece of artwork. Just some really awesome little additions that make this thing stand out and look even more like a school instead of the Tyco factory. And then here we are in the back of the building with, once again, more details like the gold door handles, the fire alarm bell up here, and the light above the door. Wow, this just looks awesome. This looks amazing. So, yeah, so Aaron got the inspiration from the fact that Aurora produced a schoolhouse kit made using the same mold as the Tyco lighted factory, and this thing turned out awesome. So here is the new and permanent Ephrata Valley school that'll be placed in the town of Ephrata. Wow, this looks amazing. Well, as I wrap up yet another epic unboxing video, I'd like to thank you all for watching and thank my good friend Aaron for doing more incredible paint work. All of this stuff looks awesome, and I really look forward to adding the vehicles to the roads in the town of Ephrata or to the adjoining town of Industryville, as I've decided to call it. The new Ephrata Valley school building will fit in nicely and looks great. And the locomotive shells and train car shells will soon be on their chassis, with the locomotives operating on the layout soon enough. Thanks again, everyone, for watching.